What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Suzerain. I really can't get enough of this game. Like, I'm sitting in the other room, I'm just like, man, I can't wait to play this game. Can't wait to play this game. Can't wait to play this game. That is the hallmarks of an awesome game. And I have some coffee left and some hydration, just very low on both. So I'm gonna try to keep this to like an hour, maybe less, because my dumb ass doesn't get much sleep. Okay, let's lobby the administration. The plan includes lavish parties, gifts, and use. So this is the problem. Political favors. I think that's legal. Lavish partying gifts. And I don't want to bribe. So, no. I don't want to be that scumbag. There's a clear line I do not want to cross. So, just to give you guys a heads up on what's going on, if you missed the last episode, last time on Suzerain, these guys are nuts. 1 million man army along the whole border, right? And they're starting shit. These guys made my new allies and somewhat stabilized my economy. However, there's an island just right about here, right? That's they sort of, how do I put this? It's not their island. Or is it this one? I don't know. One of the islands that they have is not their island. And it's technically part of them, but they're kind of controlling it. And they just installed a new governor without, like, an election. So these guys are like, that's illegal. They already have 2 aircraft carriers in the region. So, yeah, I'm a little concerned. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. I'm trying to find out where the, I know it's, they mentioned the Bloody Island a bunch of times. Maybe it's in the news. Huh. Where do we go? There was something. Oh, Hedgeland. Yeah, Hedgeland. Hedgeport. Okay, so it's this. I thought it was this little thing over there. My bad. So I thought it was like this little island off the coast of here, like I couldn't see, but it's actually Hedgeland. So this is what all the hubbub is about, and this is a big island. I thought it was gonna be like a minuscule Manhattan over here, but no, it's this. That is a big problem, dude. You realize that this island's closer to them than it is to you. I am not going to war over that island. Sorry. Unless it, like, sprouts gold from the freaking ground. I ain't gonna happen. Victim of changes. That doesn't sound too good. Changes. Who sings that? Is it Bob Dylan? Changes. Alright, a call from Marcel, Office of the President, Swordland, Maroon, Paris. Who the heck is Marcel? Alright, let's see. Marcel. Some of these companies were controlled in part or entirely by the state. The others were mostly... Okay. Just hang up. And who are you, my friend? CEO of Haas. Oh. Long time ago. And look at where we are now. Is where you, not me, If we work together, you could be so much more. Oh, give me a break. You could have accomplished so much more. Yet you would even deign to meet with me. Anyway, that's not why I called. We are both adults here. I am well, one of us. I'm sure we could get less past. Bygones be bygones, whatever. Although this time I'm asking about the more short-term future, upcoming ownership meeting. Oh, of course. But before we move on to that, out of goodwill, I share a key piece of information. I'm sure you do. The Lothenberg Group was founded by Noel Tusk, who used the economy. Is currently the spokesman of the. Oh, jeez. Has contingent if you decide to do anything rash that would disrupt their empires. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. You can't blame them, can you? Imagine someone trying to take your authority and personal wealth away from your consent. Well, I'm not taking his personal wealth away, considering he probably has billions of dollars, and, maybe him losing, I don't know, a few million is not that tragic. Really not that tragic. It's not going to affect you going gambling, in not Atlantic City anymore, in Las Vegas, right? It's not going to affect you getting, whatever. You could still buy that boat and that boat and that boat. I mean, it doesn't affect you in the least. It's just when you open up your app, instead of this set of numbers, you get this set of numbers. Or you could do is pretend not to see those numbers and see different numbers. I mean, just saying. Please don't take about what I'm to say as a threat. If you are not careful about what happens next, it might cost you dearly. Really? If everyone plays their cards right, it will all be fine. Now, you realize I'm the president. Now, let's talk about those cards. Since the start of your campaign, you have adamantly promoted a planned economy. Going by that, I'm worried that you will attempt to nationalize Sorden's largest private corporations. Nationalization as a concept goes against everything my father built and stood for. I never said anything that I was going to nationalize. I don't know where you're getting this in your head. If you do want to go down that road, I must insist on you excluding Haas from such a plan. That is my most important request. Think of your corporate allies as a sea of ravenous sharks surrounding you. We could Is that a threat? Yeah. That is excellent to hear. I knew we would be on the same page. I'm raising my glass to you, Mr. President. There is actually one more... Go frack a blunt. Is unfit to be a spokesman of the Lothenberg Group. His archaic thinking has only preserved the status quo that benefits him. Yeah, okay. It is high time for something changed. I want him gone. Sure, I'll do exactly as you say, because, you're... no, that's right. You're not the president. Here's what I propose. A win-win. If you could use your powers to take Bergia Steel, Tusman, which means I could take over. If I take over with your help, I will forever be indebted to you, or whatever. How does that sound? Yeah, you're taking up too much of my time, you... Goomba. Goomba! You guys remember that from Super Mario Brothers? I should really watch that movie again. General staff negative reaction. What? According to rumors, and say if the president doesn't demonstrate the leadership both domestically and abroad, then it is time for a new person. Whoa, you piece of shit. Oh shit. That is going way too far. Oh, are we having the meeting? No. Yeah, I hope it's concerning this guy, because his ass is out. Good morning, Mr. President. You don't look much better. I booked some of your time to pre-plans for today's meeting. Ministry economy, we need to be cautious of any ground plans. This guy's gonna stage a coup, dude. We gotta focus on that. We will be changing our relationship with the old guard, the oligarchs, and the opposition. As you know, this meeting will give the opportunity to alter the ownership of the Big Four. We can start the process of nationalization or privatization, or we could just keep the status quo. I'm doing status quo. Again, I remind you that any change will tiptoe any fragile balance. I personally think we should stay out of this and keep things as they are. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Some of the connections indicate that it seems to be contest from. Yeah, I know. I don't know how much I trust you. If I say this and it leaks, he is a person. He's always been there, so I haven't had problems with him. Yeah, he was one of my first supporters. Very well, then I'd cancel a meeting since we're not taking any actions. I must get back to work. Good! I don't have to deal with that meeting. Thank you, Lucian. You're the man. Until you screw me, and then I'll kick the shit out of you. Oh, gosh. Here we go. The UELA passes the following laws. Section 1 enforces that the educational institution of Shoreland will teach all classes except for foreign languages in the official language of the country unless they are given specific approval. Universities, technical college, and other schools that provide classes in any language other than sources will receive a suspension of operations enforced through the law defining penalties. Veto, you piece of shit. What freaking world do you live in? Oh, you... You're pissing me off, dude. Not the nicest. I don't give a shit. Go screw yourself. Korani cartel. Alright, whatever. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you could drop... Alright. Recent approval ratings have shown that landed above the 50%. Our administration performance has confirmed the diverse poll taken by 1,000. Okay, that's good. 50% above. Okay, this is the big deal, right? Dun 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 dun. For today's historic vote, it was a big day. I was anything different. If my attempt to change the content would end any differently than Alfonso's. I looked at the windows and noise and saw that we already are inside the palace complex. Okay. Maroon Palace stood on hilltops surrounded by trees. We drove on... There's my guy, Serge. We drove on a small inside accompanied by the sounds of birds. Are you okay back there, sir? Did you know that Mr. Tarkin Saul came to Horsland this morning? Are you serious? Oh, shit. I've heard some politicians were talking about it today. Apparently this is the first time he's come to the city in the last 5 years. Oh, of course. On this day. What a coincidence. He must be here for the crumpets, right? I thought he left the mainland and lived in Daru Island, never to return back to politics. But they were saying he might be here to exercise his Member of Honor rights for the first time. I don't know if he's going to be an ally or what. Yeah, right. Sergeant, my man, with the master plan. Alright, inside the vast corridors of wood and white stone. Suddenly I noticed Lucy emerge from the crowd of packed politicians. In front of me, he looked relieved. Oh, okay. He looked relieved. That's unusual. There you all have, you see Mr. Vice President. He's nowhere to be found. Oh, gosh. Probably at the bottom of a freaking cellar. The wine cellar, maybe. Imagine getting locked in the basement, or the basement of, like, I don't know, the Glenn Levitt or McAllen's basement, you know. And you're locked up for the weekend. And, you know, you're just walking up and down and just admiring the casts. And just maybe pulling a few down. You know, you got to eat, right? And since there's nothing to eat there, you just got to drink the calories away, right? I mean, that's, you know, what they expect of us. All right. But anyway, how about you? Are you ready to finally face the assembly, sir? Does Lucian have a vote in this? Not Lucian. Well, my vice president. I hope he doesn't have, like, the deciding vote. You know how, like, the vice president has a vote in the Senate? I wonder if my vice president has something similar. Don't need to worry about anything, sir. Throw also Gloria. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We will shortly begin with today's agenda of USP proposed changes to Constitution of Solar. After a while, everybody was on their seats. According to the Constitution, Constitution amendments require 2/3 of the members of the Assembly to vote in favor of it. If this vote succeeds, proposal will be sent to the Supreme Court, where it will certainly fail. The proposal in question includes 3 of these points. She started reading the proposal to the Assembly. First, section Article 57 is modified with the following. She continued reading, highlighting each section. You know, at this point, I forgot what changes I made already. Section 2, paragraph 36. She went on, may not exercise his right to, and on, the Justice of the Supreme Court. Most of the MPs seemed like they were already falling asleep. Simple majority is considered. The seat was really hurting my back. Section 4, paragraph 44A. It felt like an eternity has passed when she finished reading the changes. I would have kind of liked to, you know. She struck down her gavel, echoed in the hall. The sound made some jump in shock. I require 2/3 majority in favor of it to pass. You may now cast your ballots. I felt the need to stand up and stretch. I looked at the hall from our elevated platform. Most members of Assembly got up from their seats and joined one of the many group discussions that emerged around the hall, while some immediately walked up to the ballot box to cast their votes. I don't know if... Should I say this? For democracy! or just keep watching. I'm gonna be passionate. I think for democracy is fine. Oh crap. I'm hoping for the best. Oh, eat shit. I know you will fail. You will eventually lose the entire administration. You will lose the game. Oh, really? I didn't know you knew I was going to lose the game. And I hope to be there when it happens. You won't be. Trust me. Trust me. You know what they say in Brooklyn? Forget about it. Who the heck is this guy? Oh, okay. Mr. President, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. I wish you good luck with the votes. Today's a big day for you after all. Most of the independents will be voting yes, Mr. President. Very good. Even though we feel it doesn't address the issues we care about the most, it's still a step in the right direction. That's what I'm saying. I hope you don't ignore the Bluetooth rights as well. I have not. Sir, did you vote yet? We have to be quick. I get to vote? Okay, so I guess I get to vote. I guess I didn't know the executive branch votes in the legislative branch. That must be new. Gloria bowed her head slightly in respect. Lucian pulled her arm and whispered in my ear. No kidding. I was going to tell you that. I know. You have to accelerate the voting. We need everybody to vote as soon as possible. Shout at the assembly from the center of the hall. That's not going to really do much. Shout at the assembly, that's going to be too much. I'll do that. Uh-oh. Sir, what do we do? He pointed at the back near one of the exits. You see that music, I think, changed. He looked like a shadow of his past. Old age seemed to get to him. But he still had the same charisma. Some MPs already gathered around him in awe and respect. The assembly gradually went quiet as people started to notice Tark and Saul's presence in the hall. You should refrain from giving him the spotlight and recognition he expects. Maybe you can address him after the vote. Oh, shit. Gentlemen, why don't you go back to your seats and not stand near the ballot box? Let's follow the procedures. Oh, by the way, we have 251 members today. The member of honor is here and has already casted his vote. Oh, surprise. Did he now? So, Miss Gloria, how many votes are missing? Only a few. Okay. Good to see you. Good day to you, gentlemen, Madam Speaker. There was a friend who needed more clarification for his vote. Okay. Let's win this, Mr. President. And you know, this is not a guarantee. Even if we win this, we have to fight in the Supreme Court. So it's not like... Good. That's my man. That's my man. How many left? It's looking pretty good. 20 more votes to count. I think you said like 2 or 3. Well, finally. What? Get out of here! Whoa! The proposal passed with 225 A's and 26 nays. I only needed 150. Wow. Wow, that's surprising. I want to congratulate the members of the Assembly and the President for passing changes to our old and untouched Constitution. I also want to thank members of the United Swordland Party. I hereby invite the Supreme Court to do the right thing by not ignoring the decision of the Grand National Assembly and was elected by the Swordish people. Suddenly I noticed Tarkin slowly... Oh, he was seemingly struggling using the help of his cane. He walked out the exit as 2 men held the doors for him. In any case, the proposal has passed the Assembly. I wonder if I called out to him, would it... And now we have to think about the Supreme Court. Oh, yeah. Woo! That is huge news. Wow. Wow. Only 1 member of the Assembly abstained from voting in this session, attended by, including President Rain and Member of Honor. This was a historic vote. Next week, the Supreme Court will also vote on the amendments, ultimately deciding if the changes... What? What the heck? Earlier today, a drive-by shooting happened, causing shops in Avery City not only millions of Swordish rent property damage, but also human lives. A group of armed assailants have been recognized by the administration as being from the Skinner crime family. The target seems to be one from the... Great. That's great. That's just great. New Constitution passes the Assembly. Arcana's surprise, in spite of heavy opposition and special appearance from the old man, President Rain actually managed to get his constitutional reforms past the assembly. We've been advocating for change to Seoul's dusty constitution for years, although it's doubtful that the changes Rain is advocating are the ones have in mind. Even if Rain decided to come down on the side of democracy and fairness, getting a proposal like this past Gloria must have required a great deal of compromise. Oh. I'm not ignoring the... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. This is not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, crap. This is more... Jeez. And he was shot while he attempted to burn the flag with gasoline. Protesters claim he was shot in the neck and he was killed immediately. Great. That's just... more bloodshed. That's exactly... unbelievable. You couldn't... I don't know, maybe, like, stop him instead of shooting him? Unbelievable. Now there are riots around the island. That's... I have to have a talk with them. You need to see that island. It's getting too crazy over there. Tell me what's going on here. Userin, oh. Great. Border police have reported an increasing number of arrests as Blues attempt to enter a country from Wayland without legal. However, due to our relaxed immigration policy, a large majority of skilled and educated workers have been accepted. However, it is unsure if they had any history. We'll deal with that later. Are you serious? Shit. One good thing and a lot of bad things. But hasn't cared to pay his respect to the president yet. Oh, wow. Alright, so but as long as he's around, let's move on for now. Yeah, we have the first obstacle cleared out. Next, we have the council of grumpy old men in the way. You know, there's a movie called, what is it, Grumpy Old Men? It's with Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. Two of my favorite comedy actors of all time. I miss Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men, and they had the Odd Couple and Odd Couple 2. Yeah, it was good. Great movies. They both passed, which stinks. About our grumpy Miss Edmonds. Okay, she has been speaking with Mrs. Edmonds and believes she's our key inside. Our lobbying efforts are continuing positively, but without concrete results yet, it will be ultimate. Miss Morgana, you to persuade the justices. And we already have Nia inside the court. That's already 1 vote out of 11. 1 out of 11. How many do we need? 7? Okay, so 5. So I need 6. Not trying to be pessimistic, but Miss Morgana cannot do this alone. Let's not forget about Orso and his loyalists. Jeez. We also need to reach out to the old guard at some point as well. If we cannot get Mrs. Edmonds' centrists, there'll be no other way. I'm sure the assembly vote has changed their minds. I mean, the proposal passed by 90%. They wouldn't dare reject such a popular proposal. But this may also make the court see you as an ultimate threat. Ah, oh, jeez. You never expected this to be easy. Nothing has changed. What now? Oh, okay. But I mean, thank you for helping me out, Mr. Richter, but let's be honest. You're dunzos, you know? Oh, that's right. I owe you a spot. I forgot. We should also thank you for your efforts. It was a big help. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I know what's coming. Motherfracker. Son of a... Must be unified if we want to break them. A proper alliance for the next elections and a more in-depth collaboration to the end of this term. Such a grand coalition never happened in Sorlin before. Huh. If we reach out to we must organize and announce it. Well, oh, hold on. Anyway, I'll leave it to you two. We'll soon catch up. So we are seriously joining forces with them? Huh? Mr. President, let's see, who's this guy again? Oh, this is the good guy. Oh, you know, I can't, you know, I can't, man. She's a good, very beautiful, you know. Oh, well, he's married though. I need a drink. That's what I would normally say. Alright. What is going on over here? What is this really gonna do for me? Oh crap, it's gonna be one of these. Whoa, jeez, dude, what? Chill. You're high. Jeez, dude, you got like a stick up your ass or something. What about you, Papa? You won something, right? You should smile and keep... I think it's gonna be wonderful. Uh-oh. Something's up. Are you alone with Peter in the back room? Managed to block the path. Oh, no codex entry available. Interesting. Mr. President. Mr. President, your constitutional reforms made it through this. How do you feel about your chance to the Supreme Court? Thank you, Mr. President. And were you aware that Arkansas will be present at the proceedings? Who's this guy now? Film director. Alfred. It's supposed to be Hitchcock, huh? Sure there's no Coke in that cola? If you don't mind me asking, which one was your favorite? This one may be slightly different than my previous... I don't know. I guess that. What do we take? We answer the screening room, blah, blah, blah. Sorcerer pursues a doomed romance or a widowed... Oh, that's gonna be interesting. As the credits roll, I made an early exit to the men's room. I was washing my hands when I heard a... Oh, crap. Oh, shit! The big dog himself! So what do you think? I think you need to fucking knock, you freak. Be careful where you extend your sympathies. Oh! Give me the evil eye! I'm surprised to see you're still around, sir. My country was about to make arrests. I couldn't simply stand by. Whoa. I will not let you and that bleeding heart, idiot, will tarnish my precious constitution. You'll find out soon enough how your country pays you for your goodness. Oh, shots. Oh, shoot. What is... You see how the freaking music changed? Son of a fracker. I know what he's up to. I know what he's up to. I think what's going to happen is Saul is probably in bed with the military, that freaking bald-headed guy. And then I think they're going to engineer a coup and have Saul come back. Which means I got to split the military. I got to have one part of the military on my side. Otherwise, it'll just be a successful coup. Okay. Whistleblower from Runsfield Security has escaped to run through the crossing at Esford. Agent has so he was an agent of ours. Has promised to reveal extremely sensitive information about the development of a weapons program. We can give him refuge. Grants asylum. So I want to know. Okay, so got, oh gosh, bald-headed military guy is here. Now that you are here, let's talk about a diplomat. David cleared his throat. Mr. President, if I would like to provide you with a short overview of where we are right now. Although we did not make a trade deal with Wayland, we succeeded in making one Angola, which means we have increased our presence in the region. These deals were pieces of leverage and significant first steps in a global arena. We must now look forward to the future. Wayland and Angola were practice runs. We must begin improving our relationship with greater nations. We need to elevate our international standing, especially with the threat of Rumberg looming. Oh. Mr. President, you know me. I don't trust the helping hands of other countries. Dude, whatever you say now is worth like pennies on a street. You know why he's saying this? He doesn't want any country. He wants the coup to happen and nobody get involved. Whoa, check this out. I said this over and over, but I will repeat it until you get it through your skull. Rumberg will come sooner or later. And through the current state, it will cease to exist. We need allies. I don't trust him, but you are right. Or at least was. Unfortunately, trading with them no longer seems possible. Given our alliance with Angola was a slap in their face. Now, with those commies won't be able to invade Angola without facing the might of Swedish armed forces. True, but as a result, we won't be able to conduct a trade deal, let alone... Okay. I wonder if we do this, will that branch off into getting rid of that island? A trade deal would be very beneficial, not to mention that they are in the Arcasian sphere. Lesbia. They have a strong economy too. Is member of the ATO, which was created to counter the influence of, I don't know what those things are. Is also a member. What the heck is the ATO? Okay, I mean. That is it for the overview. As to the actual constants of the trade deal, Lucian. Look at my stats we have now. Smalls, tungsten, surplus would make an excellent resource for trade. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I need to know your decision before we can proceed. Remember what I said. We need allies, not just a trade deal. Oh, give me a break already. I don't trust that freaking general, man. He got something up his sleeve. Financial reports show that the Swordfish run has steadily been slipping against toilet paper. We have a lot of toilet paper now. Bloody. Alright. Good, I have him in a safe house. Give me the intel! I want the information. Let me go over there and talk to him, huh? Don't go to 0. Stay at 1 at least for me, huh? What? Day of Dissension. Do I really have to do that? Can I skip certain things? Alright. Good. Good. Very good. I'm glad. That's good. Make me all warm and fuzzy inside. Alright, good. Alright, good to go. I'm a little moto now. I want to have dinner with the family. Just had the freaking movie theater with popcorn. Isn't that dinner, technically? I mean, I consider popcorn dinner. Oh, okay. Do I have to remember this? Yeah. I could always just scroll up. All right. Both of his hands, everyone immediately fell silent. Along with our stay far from Evo, sons. And even alcohol? Whoa. I need that. So generally when you confess to somebody that you don't know, and you know they're behind a wall and stuff. I'm assuming you're gonna. Well, we'll be yeah. I don't. I mean. Are you ready for the ceremony? I'm gonna have to remember that. I wanted to talk to you about something. Since the Bennett Festival, this is my first chance to bring it up with you. It is about the actions of the First Lady. As you know, the festival letting women make we share the same concerns as Mr. Lest. A woman's place is beside her family, not given public. Dude! She is your wife, but I just wanted to voice our disapproval over the situation. Women presiding over such an important religious. What have we become? Oh. That priest ain't gonna like me much. Yeah, but you talk about my woman, that ain't happen. Oh, crap. Ah, you left this... Oh, crap. There's a... You can't scroll up all the way. Oh, crap. I think it's this. Oh, crap. I forgot. I think it was Neil. Dude, I should have wrote this down. Oh. Should have wrote it down, dude. That's what... I have like a notebook somewhere. Yeah, that. Should have wrote it down. But anyway, the whole thing is folly because you know what happened. Me and him ain't gonna get along anytime soon. That's for dang sure. Oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh man, dude, that would say that. It's always military. Fonz could get his... Oh. Not exactly how I was expecting to spend my student years, but anything better than the military. Alright, so hold on. I'm getting lost here. I said right here, well, there's always military school, but you're the president's son. You still had options. Said yes. If Alfonso could get his dimwit son to Kings Hill University, I'm sure Hordsland State would have a bright... Okay, so she wants me to put him in Hordsland State. It would be nice to have him close to home, I said. Hordsland State would be amazing. A bunch of my friends are going. I could still come home to do laundry. Not exactly how I was expecting my students, but anything's better than the military. No, I'll do the personal wealth thing. And I got $0. She was like, ooh. See, I'm a nice guy, you know? Gotta still love me. While I'm still, you know, the president, not assassinated yet. $0. Past due. We're gonna get used to overtaken or whatever would you call that? Expend that. I forgot the whole overbalanced. I don't know. Christians were handed over to Minister of Justice and filed concurrence. So wait. Chief Justice Walker was made an announcement after the majority of the justices voted against the violation. That's gonna be bad. Good. Okay, good. Very good. Damn, they're gonna get pissed off by that. Oh, that was all worth it since you campaigned heavily for that. I like sticking it into your face. Go eat shit now. Oh, shit! Oh, bloody eat. Wait, once said that it was confined, the Hordsland Post, now you're telling me these times are saying... as expected, ruled against the massive rights case have struck down any future precedent for an argument to be made against. Oh, great. Argued that legislative actions and constitutional acts are not to be confused, and that the British people are equal under the law. The soulless constitution injustices are going as far as they can to bend the truth to hide the inequalities. Ugh. Dang, the freaking pizza is killing me. This thing, seriously? Grant refuge after escaping Sword Lane. Some problems to reveal whether Rain's decision will be worth the anger. Well, time will only tell, right? What else do we got here? Oh, that was close. So I still can't believe Sol came to the vote. He also pressured the justice on the court right after that one. I can't speak any sense into them. Oh, crap. Wait. Yes, I think she's our best bet. We have a meeting with her now. After all, she's not openly protesting against the old guards, but she has told me about her concerns about them. She's certainly open to the dialogue, but also skeptical. She seemed to be scared of a potential purge against the court. She seemed to be scared of a potential purge against the court. Most justices don't really talk when I'm around. They don't trust me as I'm an outside member of the court. I only know of the 2 justices I mentioned earlier who are with me. So we have 3 votes there. We still need 3 more votes. Isabel can potentially bring 2 to 3 more votes. That's why she's our ticket to paradise. The only guards are fanatically opposing your proposal, so I doubt there's any possibility there. But we might still need their help if Isabel... Oh, jeez. Orso. Who the heck is Orso? Yeah, right. That's not going to happen. You think I'm going to freaking get the Chief Justice? We can know for sure, but the centrist trio always stick together, and Isabel is their mouthpiece. Oh, great. Heron is which one? This guy. Old Guard? I don't know if this... You really think we can get an Old Guard guy in there? Seriously? Let's try to agitate her when she comes. We won the vote, so she's already has pressure on her. But if she feels cornered, we might lose her. So it's not important to put... You gotta put the right amount of pressure. Not too tight. It's like that freaking bear thing, you know? This bear is too... This bed is too lumpy. This bed is too soft. This bed is just right. Again, we shouldn't scare her off. I disagree. We must keep up. Mr. President, good to see you. I would normally say good, but this time I would take liberty to say that it was insanely exhausting. Heavy court matters again, not that I'm complaining. Are you ready to give the order, sir, madame? I'll have the whatever. As you wish. Miss Emmons. Where's she from? You gonna tell me where she's from? Nah, I was gonna say, because if it's she's from Lesbia. Oh no, whatever. Lesbia is that other country. I don't know. I'll do the Salatusa this way. She might be like, oh. Let's just say busy. First of all, I want to congratulate you on the successful vote in the Grand National Assembly, but it pains me to say that your proposal has a very low chance of getting through the Supreme Court. You're right. You need our wing to vote for you, otherwise all of your hard work will be in vain. Miss Edmonds, you know it's true. Miss Morgana, Mr. President is aiming to destroy the court, and he needs us to do so. Jeez. Why should I vote for the proposal that will take away my immunity as a justice? Was this promised reform impeaching a justice with the decision of the assembly? The same assembly that your party controls, by the way. We both know that the old guard that dominates and obstructs the court needs to be dealt with. This law will not only apply to them, but all justices. Who will protect our rights if you take away our immunity, so that you can create your own old guard and kick everyone with opposing views? The judiciary must be independent, Mr. President, and clause you removed was a prerequisite of that. Oh, come on, get out! You ever be like in a, like, I remember there was numerous dates I was on, and like the conversation was going so well, and then the waiter interrupted us, and I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Or like when we were deciding to where, like, hey, where do you want to go after this? And, you know, like, maybe we were kind of like, you know, playing with our hands kind of thing, and maybe slipped in a kiss, and, you know, be like, well, we can, you know, walk toward your place, and, you know, we could walk toward your place, and then the waiter's right there. I'm like, oh, hey, it's just like, would you guys like your check? Yeah. And then, you know, it's just awkward. Man, I missed the thrill of the date. I mean, I'm happily married. I would probably never ever date again. I would never want to do that again. But because dating when you're in your 30s or 40s is very different when you're dating in your teens and your 20s. Everything in your teens and your 20s is so alive, you know, like, you feel wild, you feel young, and you feel carefree, you know. And then in your 30s and 40s, if you're still dating, it's like, dude, I'm old, I need to settle down, I need to, I don't know, like, you're not carefree because you're like, all right, I got to make sure I balance the budget so this way, like, I can afford rent. I got to make sure I put a little aside for retirement. If, you know, like, you got stuff to think about. But when you're in your teens and your 20s, you're like, dude, who cares? Swipe, you know. Oh, yeah, let's get the Glenn Levitt 25-year-old. Swipe, you know, kind of thing. And, you know, live for today, not for tomorrow kind of thing. And I did, you know, we all did, me and my friends. We had some great nights. A lot of them I don't remember. But I do remember the ones that I do remember. And they were awesome. I remember one time we went. It was me, Ronnie, Digi. Digi is I forgot his actual first name, but we call him Digi or Digimon. I don't know why that was his nickname. We went to Midtown Manhattan because Ronnie knew somebody that worked at I forgot the club, but it's the biggest club in Midtown Manhattan or Manhattan. It has like 4 floors or something like that, and we got in. And I brought like $500 with me. I think I just got paid or whatever. And I was like, well, I'm probably going to spend like $100. And so we go in and they were playing this music left and right. And we got drinks. By the way, drink in a bar, I mean in a club, is ridiculous. At the time I was drinking like Miller Lite or Bud Light or I don't know, one of those. And man, Miller Lite was my drink. That was it. Miller Lite was my drink, and I got like 1 Miller Lite, and it came out to like $10. And I was like, well, if it's gonna be charging me that much for a beer, I might as well get a drink. It's, you know, like at that point, that's a drink price. And the drinks came out to like $16, $17 before the tip, right? Because you got to leave a tip. So like came out to a beer will be $8, $9. You got to give him $1. Or $2 or $3, and if a drink was $17, you got to give them the other $3. At least it was a clean 20 gone. Tell you, by my 3rd or 4th beer, I'm like, shit, how much money did I spend already? And then I starting to look around the bar. Saw this girl. I forgot how I met this girl though. Trying to remember. Did I bump into her? I think she came next to me to order a beer or something like that, and I started a conversation. I remember she was tall. She was a tall girl. She was like 6 foot. I'm about almost 6 foot. I'm like 5'11", borderline 6 foot. She was like 6'3", 6'4", and it was very cool. And I remember we spent. So I was kind of like raised old school Polish style, like with like the, but not with like the culture things. Like so, kind of like the guy has to pay for the drink. Just that's the way it is. So I was paying for my drinks and her drinks. So we got there at like, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock. We didn't leave until like 5 a.m. Like we were the last few people left. But what was really awesome, it was really, really awesome because I remember we were on like the first deck and Ronnie and Digi were still hanging around me and they were going to the dance floor and like just dancing by themselves, acting stupid because they're drunk. You don't do that. Like Ron, Digi, I love you guys, but you gotta hit the bar first, right? You gotta like scout, right? You're not gonna go out to the dance floor and just start dancing, right? Because I don't know, you're not gonna meet somebody, I don't think, that way. So like I met the girl that came up to the bar. I was like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, good. And I forgot what I said. I was just like, what you up to tonight? Just I don't have one thing I learned growing up is you don't come out with lines. You don't say, babe, man, I feel like a gut punch. I was like, I feel like you just dropped in from heaven, kind of thing. I don't do that. It's stupid. You'll get a laugh and she'll be like, walk away laughing at you, not with you. And you just be like, hey, how you doing? Good. How you doing? As close as I can be. There's a $10 beer right here. And then, you just naturally go. It's just like, yeah, the drinks are really expensive. It's like, yeah, I know. I can't even imagine how much a freaking whiskey is. It's like, it's 20. I'm like, wow. I feel like I should take out a loan. And then, boom, you just naturally go into conversation one after another. And so I spent the night with this girl, and we went from talking to dancing, very fast to kissing. I remember within like probably like the first or second, I think, dance, we started kissing and making out, and we had more drinks, more kissing, more dancing, more craziness. And there were couches, I remember, but like the couches were flooded with people just like kissing and hands going in places you're supposed to ignore. So we were like, dang, there's no place to sit, like for us to relax. So we went up to the second deck, and she was like, she kissed me. She was like, hold on, I have to go to the bathroom. So, the bathroom was like right there. So I was like, all right. I didn't have to. And I was just like, all right. I was like, shit. I'm like, this is crazy. This is awesome. And all of a sudden, I get like these two guys that come from my left. And they're like, get the F out of here. You get the... They're just like, nah, she went that way. And I looked to my left, and I'm thinking, who the... And it was my guys, not Ronnie or Digi. It was my soldiers. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, Lara? He's like, yo, Marciniak's here. And that was freaking awesome. I was just like, the whole place. They're from the Bronx, right? So I'm like, out of the... It's just crazy. So we just bullshit. I was like, oh, man, my boys are here. I was like, cool. We good. Anything happens tonight, I got like half a squad with me. I got backup. So, because there's a lot of brawls in those places. But, she came back, and I remember... I think the rest of the night was like a blur. I remember there was a lot of kissing. I don't remember much else. From where the like make out and kissing to like around 4 a.m. I think my memory started coming back to me. And I do remember I was dancing with her. We made plans for like the next day. And then the first deck was less and less people. It was not crowded anymore. It was only like a few people, I remember. And Ronnie was so drunk. He took off his shirt, I think his pants. He had his belt around his head. So was Digi losing his clothes. It was freaking crazy. And I went to get a beer, like, last one for the road. And she was still dancing. I think I was getting her a drink too. And Ronnie, I don't know why, he was dancing. He went up to her, and I don't know if Ronnie knew she was with me, or because like I didn't see Ronnie for most of the night, and Digi, I might have ran into them here and there. So Ronnie comes up to her, is like, "Hey, baby," and she's like, "Hey, baby, get out!" And then like she like pushes him away, and I'm like, "Oh snap!" I just remember like I was like, "Oh man, how are they gonna get?" I'm like, I hope they know where their clothes are. I think Digi couldn't find his shirt. Thankfully, we put our coats in like whatever like their closet thing that you have to pay for. Because it was like I forgot to mention, it was like winter. It was like 0 degrees outside. But one thing that I remember coming out of that was Ronnie and Digi went to the we got out, and traditionally once you come out of the bar or club, you have to, it's like, we stop by, grab something to eat, usually from a pizza shop. So I think I went to the pizza shop with them, and they're like, "Are you gonna eat anything?" I don't think I ordered anything. Well, maybe I did, I forgot. But we started getting into the subway, and I had $500 at the beginning of the night. A toll to get through the MTA is like, at that time I think it was like $1.50, $1.75. I didn't have that. I kid you not, I did not have that. I had like 75 cents or something. I don't know how that happened. I was just like, how the Ron, yo, I'm missing money. And then I just started thinking, I'm like, shoot, maybe I should go back. I was like, man, I'm missing money here, dude. And then I think I calculated in my head. I'm like, how much did I drink, and how much? And I think I looked at the tab, whatever the receipts that they gave me. And I think they all calculated up to like 500. And I was like, so I just jumped the rail, jumped the whatever thing. Oh man, I hope there's no statute of limitations. I'm in a different state, so come on, we all have done it. I didn't jump the rail at one point in my life. I had to get home. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. Can you really blame me? Or maybe Ronnie paid for it. I don't know. I think I jumped the rail. Or maybe Ronnie. I don't know. I'm not going to say, that I... I just... Oh, man, I remember that. Spending $500 in one night. Yeah, I was broke for the rest of the week. Like, I literally had no money. And I remember meeting a girl the next day. The chemistry was gone. we walked around Manhattan. That chemistry, us grabbing each other and kissing. Alcohol. I guess it was like when you're in a bar, in a club, like the music's going, you're drinking, and you're just like chill. But now this is an actual date. So you have to actually be funny, charismatic, those kind of things. And yeah, I was a bit nervous. I needed a drink, kind of chill. We were walking. Where do we walk to? So I don't know. I spent a shit ton of money. We didn't have much interest. We just kind of the thing about a date is when you're on a date, you can tell within the first probably 20-30 minutes if it's gonna go or it's gonna die. When you start a conversation about something and it doesn't it's not smooth and it doesn't roll, and you keep having to finish that subject, go to another subject, and it's more you're doing an interview, then you just gotta call it, it's dead, DOA. And it sucks. It really sucks. It is what it is. But that $500 I still remember, so it's worth it. Alright, let me go back into this. Bon appetit. So, Mrs. Edmonds, are you still thinking about the same old guard? Same. Nothing has changed. That's good. We still have that in common. That doesn't mean I will accept any proposal old guards oppose, nor it means I will put the whole court under the bus. The impeachment clause affects us all. I understand your concerns. I also do not agree with that clause. Dude, what the frack is... But we must start somewhere. I'm supporting the president because he made the proposal with good intentions. Tell me, Mr. President, what are your real intentions? Then why would you not include a decrease in... Maybe you are only... I don't think this is the right time for such. It can create a political crisis. Is that one of your intentions then? But let's say the proposal goes through. What will your next move be? To further the reforms. To ensure the new processes are respected, we will eliminate the old guards from all branches of government. What is it with these old guards? I keep forgetting. It's gonna be this one or... You have my word. I hope so. Can you explain me one thing? How come you think that the Supreme Court's right to vote on constitutional amendments is a major problem with such... Whoa, what? Can you explain me one thing? How come you think that the Supreme Court's right to vote on constitutional amendments is a major problem with such priority? I thought we... I'm asking the president. I'm going to say that. So that is your position, I see. I don't know what to say, Mr. President. I want the old Gargonas, but I am torn about this proposal. Don't be, we are in this together. And hold on. I'm trying to see what she's at. She's a firm believer in democracy and secularism. Okay. Mr. President, I am also wondering, if you were in Saul's position, how would you have structured the Supreme Court? What do you even believe its role? So, what do you think about the judicial review? It plays an essential role in ensuring that each branch of government... This is a lot of my college history classes coming in. I know judicial review is critical. It's an essential role in ensuring that each branch of government recognizes the limits of its own power. Yeah. Precisely. I'm glad that we agree on that. So, Mrs. Edmonds, what are you thinking? But, come on, stop saying but! If I give you the power to impeach us today, what's going to happen tomorrow? Can you even give me any guarantee that this will not result in the destruction of the court? You have nothing to worry about, just cannot be impeached so easily. As I said before, is only... Anyway, at least the proposal introduces term limits. I can say that I support that point. Let's see. I forget to say I do not see... Oh, come on! I must have wrapped up somewhere. I don't know what you mean. I already told you my position. Shit, we're screwed. That's it. She was our last best hope. Shit! All that work for that daggone Constitution. Justice Heron. He's not gonna read. Yeah, exactly. He's not gonna freaking do it. Why would he? Shit! My real worry is Heron. Who are you again? Oh. By the way, what time is it? I looked at it. The 12 clock in the room is already 20 past 11. Court's voting session was scheduled to end in 10 minutes. What do you think of this? He's a very dangerous man, Anton. We cannot let him divide apart. Shoot. His party only holds, yet he managed to pass bills. That man is trouble. Maybe we shouldn't allow our party to be so generous with what they support. I don't want to be so negative as we're waiting for results, but the political violence are not stopping. I am not sure if this is the right time for reform. With the decrease, and I am not feeling very stressed about the future. Mr. Graff, Miss Morgana. Good day to you, Mr. President. Am I interrupting you? Oh shit! Is a horse's head? There's an old black and white photo of Turgot posing on a destroyed tank at the building behind him. 1,000. He's like, "Hi, Olivia. How you doing?" Reddened slightly. Oh, Mr. Vice President, I'll be leaving now. Bad message. Victor will be close, huh? Orso's getting ahead of himself. Mr. President, the vote has been concluded. No shit. It's not the end of the world. Shit. Unbelievable. Fucking. We'll be discussing our current status and planning the remainder of our term. Yeah, the remainder. He looked at his ministers. Now that Mr. President is here, we began the meeting. I know that some of you have had your concern about our style of governance so far. There will be a time to speak up. But I must admit, thank you for all your hard work so far. We are very lucky to have a team like this. All of you have been invaluable to this administration. Having said that, we have reached a political point of our term. We are nearing the end. We have worked long and hard, but we couldn't reform the Swedish constitution because the freaking bloody blocked us again. Another stain on democracy. Me and Lucien know the culprits. Isabella and other justices, leaning into her legal opinion, did not support us. Harron and the other senators voted against us. But the past is past. We must now look forward to the future. We're investigating and analyzing our faults. We'll be taking measures accordingly. In order to look at the future, we may need to make some changes. On the other hand, the opposition is exploiting our failure to reform. Latest polls show a steep increase in opposition support. So, let's start the meeting with a brief look at some reports. With the latest developments, we have seen a decrease in our popularity. Public opinion has shrunk since we took office. A major concern of the people is the state of our economy. We are slowly slipping into a depression. This will have dire consequences for our administration. We must not lose hope and give it our best. Switzerland needs us more than ever. I'll give the word to the president now. First, I'll make an important. We're going to do that. I can't believe this. Sierra Dia and Nia raised their hands. So Nia's on for it. Petra, 5 for the lines and nays. I can't believe I lost the Constitution! We need to do something. Can I... Daggone. What could I have done with that justice during that dinner? Like, seriously, what could I have done? I think I did everything I could. This downward trend has broken over the last. If we cannot contain this in time, we'll end our term, which was since our debt is also a concern. Our total national debt has increased about 20 billion. On the other hand, unemployment has greatly declined. We have managed to cut it from good. We are estimating a further decrease in the near future. Good. Very well, Mr. President. I will also keep it very brief, Mr. President. Who are you again? Our farmers ministry did its best by giving out subsidies to local farmers. We have recorded some development in the Agneland region, but our farmers in Gaseland are still suffering. That would be all from me. Mr. President. All right. What? Shit. Our militarists don't have the budget to prepare against such a force. We cannot let them threaten us like this. Mr. President, Parla has agreed to begin deal negotiation. We will be moving. What? Our ministers have scheduled many with the incident of Rumberg. Well, and we must be very cautious. We can talk more in detail. Mr. President, our police are still suffering. All right. I'd like to transfer the Germendi. What the heck is that? We had several instances where they were too violent, too quick, and it stems from military officers giving reckless orders at the time. What the heck is a Germendi? What the heck is a Germendi? There we go. Oh, okay. It's an armed law enforcement organization. He's gonna be pissed. That's moment. We are aware of what's going on. I'll update you. It's time to focus on changing our party as a whole. I will add a new vision on our manifesto. Public opinion is concerned we must face our campaign for the next election. Our state of economy is it must be our focus to achieve quick economic. There we go. some crazy stuff. Secret nuclear weapons program. Are you kidding me? North of the kingdom and a ballistic missile site. Heavy water facility in the north of the kingdom. That's not good. That's not good at all. What's going on here? Good. I mean, at least education and such is going good. I took my seat and rearranged my notes on the desk as a crew member. After everybody was ready, the director gave my fellow citizens. Alright, so I soared to election on the winds of change, change that was desperately sought and called for you by the people of Swordland. The moment I was sworn in, I have done nothing but fight to achieve this change you demanded. However, due to servants beyond my control, my plans were thwarted. The justices could not conceive of a swordling in which they were not free to engage. When I refused to play their dirty games, and so they spitefully acted against me. We must keep striving for a fair, transparent democracy in Swordland. That's gonna be a big one. Alright, let's see how that pits. Decision was announced following a private meeting. Supreme Court rejects constitutional changes. I didn't think I was going to get past them. Failed. I didn't fail. The freaking Supreme Court is the problem. And we're going to fix that. They need to go away, man. So we got to figure out a way to knock them out somehow. Somehow, some way. Oh, crap. What the? That occurred during the 15-day war. That's what they're going to use as an excuse to go to war. Unbelievable. Come on. We got bigger issues than saying goodbye to my son. It's not like he's going far. Alright, Dad. Frank, I'm gonna miss you. I miss you too. Don't forget, you got to give him a... Nice. Can a mother pretend? Surge! Living away from home, making your own choice for the first time changes a man. I think it'll be a liberating experience for him. It's never easy for boys to live in the shadows of their father, and it must be even harder when his son's father is Anton. I like Serge. He's my man. There he goes. It already feels different. On the cheek? Come on. Thanks for mentioning that with the defeat of your reforms. I appreciate that. And how do we get money? In one instance, is said to have fired at an Mongolian cruiser. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We're having a hard time here. Hundreds killed. Jeez. I need to reach out to that Mongolian government. I can't. Great. Oh, that's where I got the money. So, I have news for you. Mr. Hall and I have been working on some possible plans to boost the economy. It's currently on complete detail, I'm sure. Looks like Vice President is late. Yeah, I don't mind. He needs a good swig. our plans for our next reforms. You can use your presidential degrees to enact reforms now. We have enough political capital. I also brought a list of suggested reforms from our own party. What are your thoughts, Anson? Alright. Alright. Presidential powers. They don't want me to redo the Constitution? It's fine, I'll just... Ooh, I don't know. That's not going to go over well. You do not have stronger decree powers. Alright, gender equality and education. I mean... I don't know. I mean, none of these sound very exciting. Through a new decree, we can provide gender equality by reverting... Okay, that one. The political persecution of the past Civil War left thousands of prisoners waiting for their life sentences, until presidential pardon decree for all political prisoners would see... I guess that one. Lower retirement age. So thinking that one. Let's do this. So if I do this, gender equality, well, that's obvious, right? Amnesty for all sole error political prisoners. If I do this, give them amnesty, I get people that are going to be like, I'm going to vote for this guy next time. And then this is going to help. Oh, it's going to be -1 on the political budget, though. Ooh. Isn't healthcare doing well? Should I really put that in? Let's do that. Yeah. That's a nice one. The commission will be essential in dealing with the monopolies. It was time to establish a body that regulates economic competition. Looks like Miss Walda and First Lady have a huge influence on your other decisions. About time we went. This will, however, anger a lot of conservatives. Let us not forget the fact that the biggest bulk of our voters aren't socially liberal. This is a risky move right before the elections. It's a mistake to make generalizations because of vocal minority, but let's move on. Very well. But not now that everything's settled. I should get to work. We'll catch up soon. Bloody. Unbelievable. This is ridiculous. How good is this military? Strong. That's great. It's always good, right? Especially when I... Oh, jeez. Oh, it went up 1. You see that? Check that out. It went up 1. On its way up. Alright, finally. Can I get to these guys? We're supposed to freaking make an agreement. All right, I'm gonna save it here, guys. So overall, things are not good, man. I mean, it's just definitely not good. I mean, I need to do something about this freaking judicial branch, to be honest. Can I fire some of these frackers? I wish I could fire them. So this is what it looks like now. I wonder what happens after the next election. But I gotta get these guys out, man. And she could have swung it, man. I needed her centrist. That's all I needed. Freaking... I'll remember that. I will remember that. Unbelievable. Give me a break. He had been too drunk. Oh, crap. Forget it. I'm just going to save it here. Things are not going well. Can't believe it. Failed Constitution. Backstab. Right in the back. Jeez, my stream was only supposed to be an hour. I went the longest at 2 hours. I love this game. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. The war's we're about to explode into war. This country and my country and this country are gonna go into all-out war in the sea. Rumsburg is going to attack. So a two-front war. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Very, very fun. All right, guys. Catch you in the next one. See you then.